Imagine you are stuck replaying the same tape of bad thoughts and getting tangled in a web of things that did not work out the way they were supposed to. Almost as if you are in a cycle that cannot be broken out of. What if you could change what your brain is programmed to do and break this cycle, and in turn, create a new reality? Enter Dr. Joe Dispenza speaking with the type of charisma capable of engaging you long enough to teach you his science-based method, which provides a roadmap for accomplishing the aforementioned goal in this extraordinary motivational talk. Dr. Dispenza's venture into the mind reprogramming land started with a shocking discovery. Thoughts could make us sick. He found that the basic stress response throughout our bodies, when rooted in mere thoughts, even down to DNA levels at which genes are expressed or not, opens doors for illnesses. But the same power lies on the other side as well. Our thoughts can heal, and learning how to forgive and let go of emotional traumas can actually free the body from mistakes in the past and give renewal and recovery. But one of the most fascinating implications, I think, in Dr. Dispenza's findings is the choice of personal transformation. What he underlines is that it all starts with the decision of choosing differently. That might sound simple, but the difficulty is in consciously making a new decision, if this means doing something unfamiliar or stepping into uncharted territory where it feels unsafe and insecure. Our bodies are hardwired to crave what's familiar, sometimes pushing us out of the way and bringing old fight/flight/freeze responses back into play. To do so means to become a mental pioneer, for it is our mediocrity-programmed habits of thought and action that we must break through. According to Dr. Dispenza, emotions are memories of the past. By living in that state, you habitually view the future through a lens of outcome based on the past. This sets in motion a vicious cycle where we anticipate and plan for disaster, solidifying our negative thinking. The body, entrenched in these emotional states, fights back, as the familiar feels safer than risk changing to that which is unknown, but better. It is the breakthrough that happens when you wake up to your unconscious thoughts and behaviors. By intentionally not responding as they have in the past, these people stop sending the same genes instructions and start expressing entirely new events. That is the backbone of reprogramming the mind, being consciously aware. Dr. Dispenza compares it to rewiring the brain. When you replace habitual thoughts by new fresh ones and actions, your neurons work differently, or vice versa, creating a whole different kind of thinking pattern, essentially uploading new software in your own mind. One technique that Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about is particularly potent. And trust me, I have done this myself with life-changing results. Rather than just wish for a different way of life, he tells people to dive clear into an island reality in which you have done some massive quantum leaps and live it out with the emotions that would come along if such has happened. When the body undergoes such processes, it begins to believe that they are actually living in this new reality, thereby making the changeover seamless and almost effortless. The more emotionally charged the visualization, the less likely it is to fade away. But the journey to transformation is easier said than done. When it comes to progress, the old self is a creature of habit and will always resist change even if at that negatively conditioned level. But as Dr. Dispenza says, this is the dark night of transformation, and continued commitment will yield intense breakthroughs against all these variables influencing us every day. Those who cross this threshold often saw dramatic physical and mental health benefits, providing real evidence that their new mindset was a force to be reckoned with. Not only are Dr. Dispenza's insights based on science, they are also not purely theoretical. This reprogramming is significantly dependent upon the frontal lobe, where all creativity stems from. It enables people to see and understand novel possibilities that can make a better future seem more real than their past. In summary, Dr. Joe Dispenza's motivational speech provides an inspiring roadmap to breaking through negative thought processes and resetting the mind towards a healthier, more rewarding life. Learning the science of our thoughts, emotions, and commitment to change with conscious choice can altergate our own life into healing and happiness. As I have fought countless battles for 6 months on this journey, a living testimony of what the mind can conceive, believe, and achieve.